Hi, everyone. Welcome to Soul Connections. I'm your host, Polly Jo Labbe, here on the YouTube channel, Trinity Temple of Sacred Wisdom. Welcome. Soul Connections is all about taking some time to reconnect with our soul, our higher self, and our authentic being. And we do that through meditation, through wisdom and guidance from the ancient ones. And I pull cards for people as they might want some additional information to come through from their spiritual teams. So, welcome. Glad you guys are all here to join us tonight. And I want to share with you the deck we're going to be using tonight, which is the Cosmic Dancer Oracle. And this is a newer oracle deck for me, but one that speaks to my heart as a former dance teacher. And so it's a lovely one for us to share. Has a lot of beautiful pictures, but also a lot of energetic movement. How can we dance our way through the cosmos, dance our way through our life so that it feels like a blessing? Because that's what it's meant to feel like. So here we are. So thank you for joining us. And I want to say a big shout out to Abigail Rivard and to all the people who showed up for the grand reopening of Trinity as our school, our Temple of Sacred Wisdom school, getting things back rolling in Massachusetts. So thank you to everybody who showed up. It was a beautiful day, and I'm so excited to be back working with you guys. So thank you. And so let's get ourselves situated and started. If you end up wanting to have a card reading, a card drawn, all you have to do is type in "yes, please" into the comments, and I'll be happy to pull a card for you. And I pull cards for everybody who asks. There's no number limit or time limit. I just make sure that everybody who needs a message gets one. But I'm also very respectful of your privacy. So if you don't want a card or you don't want a message today, that's fine too. You can still be here and join us. And remember to listen to all of the messages for the people who receive them because they're all for us. They all speak to us in some way. Maybe there'll be wisdom on how to deal with your coworker tomorrow. You never know. So let's get ourselves nice and comfy. You want to make sure that your arms and your legs are uncrossed. That way the energy can flow through you and not get stuck anywhere. And we're just going to start by taking a couple of nice deep breaths. With each breath, we're just going to get ourselves centered, more in the present moment, more in our current time. And I'm going to invite you to feel the connection to either the chair you're sitting on or the floor, or if you're laying down. Just really feel your connection with what is currently supporting you physically in the earth realm. Feel it supporting your back or your hips. Maybe feel your feet on the floor or tucked under you. And in this space, just taking a moment to focus on our heart, sensing the energy that's flowing through our physical and our spiritual hearts, the blood flowing through our arteries and our veins, loving and supporting all parts of our being. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that, guys. So just take a moment to really Feel the heart and how it's beating. Feel how the energy is connected to who you are deeply inside. And we're going to ask our spiritual team, our angels, our guides, our ancestors, all of the divine beings to come nice and close and assist us in our healing, in our communication with them, and allowing ourselves to feel surrounded and supported, loved and protected in a bubble of infinite love and infinite light. We're going to ask our spiritual team to activate our sacred temple, giving us a sacred space for us to meditate, to connect, and to be in the healing realm. And you can imagine it as a ball of love and light surrounding and protecting you. You can sense the crystal energy creating a tower or windows and doors and supports all around you. And you can feel the love and the light and the vibration as it expands and stretches to its fullest and its brightest potential. And we're going to ask our team to help us ground our energy, asking our heart to be the grounding cord to connect us deep within the earth. And we can begin by asking our heart to ground our third chakra, right beneath it, calming any anxiety or nerves, any frustration or anger or overwhelm that may be residing there. Bringing that beautiful fire energy back into a steady burn, igniting our passion, our desires, our wishes, and our dreams. And now asking our heart to ground our second chakra below our navel, bringing our water energy into balance, allowing our emotions to flow freely, our creativity juices to expand and flow through amazing ideas and possibilities. And all of our ways of creative self expression. And then asking our heart to ground our root chakra beneath our tailbone, grounding the foundation of who we are, of our life here, of our family, our home, all the things that provide us safety and security. Helping anything that feels a bit wobbly in the moment. And plugging in and connecting our energy to Grandmother Earth and the divine feminine flow beneath us. Connecting to our Earth star beneath our feet. about 2 or 3 feet beneath the soil. And that anchors our soul once more within the earth realm, allowing us to be expansive in this energy and this field of connection. It grounds our potentials, it grounds our possibilities. Now, asking our heart to also connect with the divine above. In doing so, grounding our throat chakra, expanding our voice so that we are heard and that we are able to listen clearly to others. To open up the ways that we want to be creative and unique in who we are, and bringing that uniqueness out into the world around us. Expanding our truth and our trust in the divine and all that is. And now asking our heart to ground our third eye, our sixth chakra, balancing our thoughts and our intuition, our logic and our creativity, restoring balance between all of our senses, our five senses, our intuitive sixth sense, and even the seventh sense of perception or our higher self. And asking our heart to also balance our crown chakra. Help remove any doubts, any worries, or any insecurities we may have. Any ways we may feel disconnected from the divine, from ourselves, from others. And inviting our beautiful crystalline lotus above our head to gently bloom and blossom, inviting each petal to connect to the divine energy it is programmed to connect to in the angelic realm, with the ascended masters, to the star beings, to the animal kingdom, the plant kingdom, and plugging our energy into our star chakra above our head, the root chakra of our higher self. Feeling the grounded energy from above and below, fully connected in who we are and who we are meant to be as a divine being. And as the energy flows to us and through us, allowing it to expand out from our heart into the layers of our aura, helping release any physical pain that our body may be experiencing, whether it's tightness in our back between our shoulder blades, maybe it's the tightness of a headache, the stiffness in the neck, or the stress in your lower back. Allowing the divine energy to go wherever you feel discomfort, allowing that divine energy to gently dissolve any energy that is stuck, contributing to that painful feeling. And even if it's just for a moment, allowing that energy to gently release, giving you room to breathe and stretch, and asking the divine energy to clear away any of our stuck emotional energy. Maybe there are feelings that we were unable to express in the moment or didn't feel safe to express. Maybe there's emotions that have been weighing you down, whether your own or someone near you or close to you. And asking that the divine energy move the emotions like water, gently returning them to the cosmic flow, allowing them the freedom of movement. And now asking the divine energy to help release any mental thoughts that have been spinning in our heads, any worries, any to-do lists, any overwhelm. And sending gratitude and love to our thinking brain who tries to figure things out. And opening up the energy of allowing the divine guidance to simply show us the way with ease and with grace. And finally, asking our divine energy to send healing through our karma, through our past lives, and any spiritual energy that has been held steady instead of moving and expanding and growing with the divine. Welcoming in the divine white and golden light, clearing our energy, filling our cup with love and compassion, and even passion and desire to do and be who we are meant to be. And inviting messages from our spiritual team to come through. In any way they wish to communicate with us, through words, through colors, through repeated patterns, through messages, and whether they share communication with us tonight or in our sleep or over the next few days, we welcome all guidance and trust in ourselves to receive it. And we welcome communication to come through the card messages for this evening for ourselves and for anyone else who might need to hear the messages. And with our hearts open and filled with gratitude, we begin to bring our attention back into the present moment, back into our physical body here on the earth plane. Notice how your body feels in your clothes, how it feels supported by the chair or the floor or your bed. Notice your breathing, how it feels right now. Mm. Hello, Deanna. Nice to have you. And just bring your awareness back. And rub your hands together or your feet, whatever you need. Love having you guys here. So if you would like a message to come through, the cards I'm using tonight are the Cosmic Dancer Oracle by Sedona Soulfire and Test Whitehurst. It's a newer deck for me, but it's one that I've been really enjoying, probably because I have that dancer energy, but also because I love the movement and the colors, and all the different things that are represented by them. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And all you have to do is say yes, please, and I will happily draw a card for you. And I draw for anyone who asks. The divine makes sure there's plenty of time for everybody to be heard and for everybody to get what they need. So there you have it. Andrew, hello. Glad you made it. Let's see what you've got. Nice. So your card says fine tune, and you can see there's a dancer and their reflection, and a lot of the sacred geometry energy going on around. And the heart chakra is wide open. You can see that very clearly. And so what the fine tune card means for me, or what's coming through for me, is that you're headed on the right path, that things are going in the right direction, but maybe there's like little tiny things that you could tweak to make it even better. So sometimes it's just clarifying how you're asking. Like if you wanted a new apartment, it's one thing to just ask for a new apartment, and there's another one where you ask for 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, this amount, this close to my work, on the first floor or not, or on the bus route. When we're more detailed, then it allows the universe to send us exactly what we want, rather than getting something and then be disappointed. It's like, oh, but I really wanted more closet space. Um, so, so whatever you're creating or whatever you're working on, whether it's manifesting a place to live or it's about your job or a relationship, um, and things feel great, but maybe it could be even better. It's the energy of how good can you stand it. And it's not being unhappy with what you have, it's increasing your worthiness to deserve even more. So just tweaking, you're asking just a tiny bit. So you're kind of moving from wishing into manifesting, to call that in. And it feels very minor. So just give it a little tweak, and don't worry that our spiritual teams can't be offended by what we ask for. They don't have that ego. So their feelings aren't hurt if it's not quite what we wanted. All right, Mary, hello. Glad to have you here. Always great to see your smiling face.
Sorry, accidental click.
That's okay. It's all good. We were right there. So Mary, your card is adorn the temple. Look at that outfit she's got going on. I, of course, love the peacock because, that's how it goes. And this reminds me of Princess Leia in, in one of the Star Wars movies. She's got the hair on the side and um, the way the outfit looks. But um, basically, what we forget is that our body is our temple, right? And we think about sometimes we wear clothes for comfort, right? And which there's always a place for that. But there are times when we wear things that make us feel extra good, like putting on that special outfit or maybe wearing a special um, pair of earrings or a perfume or maybe doing your hair differently or getting a bracelet or something. It's the you are a temple, and so you deserve to have that worship energy. And we do that by adorning our temple. We match the how we feel about our body and our temple, and we can give it that extra gift, it's kind of like we were talking about the apartment, having an apartment. When you move in, it's a it's basic, right? It's a blank canvas, and you come in and hopefully you start to make it your own. You bring in your own color and your own flavor and that sense of you. And that's true for our physical body as well. And so there are times where we don't treat ourselves like a temple on the inside or the outside. So what I'm hearing is like, get dressed up, or do something fun. There's Julia Cameron, who wrote The Artist Way. She talks about an artist date. And the artist date is when you go on a date with yourself, um, and you experience something creative and you treat it like you would a date, and get all dressed up and you go somewhere and have dinner, or you go to a museum or somewhere that just sparks your creativity. And when we do that, we're blessing our energy and we're blessing our temple. Um, so maybe get yourself something new, or take yourself out and visit that. But yeah, it's time to or maybe get a new hairdo. Who knows? But treat your body like the temple that it is, and that includes what you choose to adorn it with. I'm seeing all sorts of things, different clothes and jewelry and hair and lots of smells and flowers and all sorts of stuff. So have fun with that because it seems like it would be a great thing. I like that, Rob. At least it's well managed, right? That's a good thing. All right. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, this is my new turquoise shirt. Um, I'm enjoying it. It's pretty and it's comfortable. So, nice one for you, Lindsay. Stretch and expand. Love it. I don't know. This has got Cirque du Soleil energy all over it for me. Those, bendy acrobats taking these risks and flying through the air. So what I'm sensing for you is, leaning more into what you've been doing, which is, we have to we sometimes get comfortable with where we are, and we're challenged to stretch beyond that comfort zone and expand into a fuller version of who we are. And I know you've been doing that with your writing, which is beautiful, and in some other areas of your life, and you're just being encouraged to do it everywhere in every aspect of your life. Sometimes we only stretch spiritually, but allowing ourselves to stretch at work, so that we're doing more or feeling more authentic. That can be, um, anytime we're able to embrace our authenticity, it's a great way for us to experience more facets of who we are. We don't always have all of our facets out and about, but it's that joy of seeing all the different pieces of Lindsay, and letting them come out and shine. Don't leave any of them hidden, is what I'm hearing. So really just stretch. And if something feels a little uncomfortable, that's probably the thing you need to do. And I know that message is for everybody who's watching, because we all tend to stay where it's safe. And, then we miss out on some of the potential joy that is just outside our comfort zone. So nice. Thanks for joining, Lindsay. Great to have you. Oh, you're very welcome, Mary. Blessings to you too. Deanna. This one is commit. And she is on her point shoe, doing a heel stretch. And what I'm seeing, I don't know if you see at the top of her head, well, maybe you can. There's like a triangle that's radiating from her third eye, maybe a little bit from her crown. But what I'm seeing is really committing to putting yourself out there. It's we know what we want to do, or we know how we want to do it, but it's that taking that leap of faith, like putting our money where our mouth is, right? And just really taking that action that will change what you've been experiencing as hope or wishing, or maybe someday it's like, no, just commit that I am doing this, and really start to call it in and see it and bring it to you, because that's all that's missing is your commitment to it. When we're wishy-washy, our team doesn't know what you want, so they hold back the thing that we're hoping for or that we're waiting for. And it's all because we have to be in that place where we're like, okay, I'm ready to receive this now. You know, no holding back anymore. I am going to do this, and I will be supported by my spiritual team. I will be supported by the divine, because this is what I'm meant to be doing, or this is who I'm meant to be. So it's just making that commitment. And commitment does not have to be a 4-letter word. A commitment is just making a conscious choice to be authentically you and take authentic action that's aligned with who you are and in your integrity. That's it. That's what a commitment is. Being true to you. And we all know that and should do that, right? So there you have it. And again, I love all the emojis that are at the bottom. That's always the favorite part of you asking for a card. I get to see all the fun ones. So thanks for being with us, Deanna. Oh, Julie, hi, nice to have you. All right. I was trying to see if it was one card or two. No, it's one card. All right. So your card is the Devote card. Very similar to the Commit card. They're only one number apart. And the Devote card is about I mean, I think you can see that it's the heart that is keeping the boat on the water, and the heart is she's following the heart's path on the water. So devoting is different from committing because committing is just making that conscious choice, right? And devoting is when your heart commits. It's that you have no choice because your heart's all in and you're following the path your heart wants you to follow. And devotion is when we have that pure love energy and that we lead with that pure love energy and that we only do the things that are in our pure love energy. So, what I'm feeling is that maybe you need to devote a little more time to that part of you. You know, we all have things that we have to do. Um, Maybe we don't love to do, but we have to do. But giving yourself a bigger amount of space for the things that just fill your heart and soul. Um, so, having a spiritual practice or having a creative practice, dedicating time to those things, um, and unwavering with that. Lots of times, you know, we'll schedule those times and then we allow them to be um, altered because of, you know, family or friends or whatever. But if it was like a doctor's appointment where, you know, it took you 6 months to get the appointment, you would tell people no. You know, I've got to keep this appointment because it took a lot to schedule it. um, and maybe just allowing your energy to have that devotion energy of like, this is so important to me, this is me praying, this is me connecting, this is my soul's expression. Um, and we're allowed to have that deep of a commitment to our creativity, that deep of a commitment to our relationship with the divine and with ourselves. And, you know, allow your emotions to guide you on how much time or how much space you need. And don't feel guilty about it. You know, lots of times when we're moms and grandmoms, you know, we feel guilty for taking personal time. But we're also teaching the people around us that your personal time is important so that they do that too, you know, because we want them to have that experience. So, yeah, start devoting some extra tidbits of your life force energy to what lights you up. Because I can see that little, it's like a yellow brick road, and they're all little hearts that are right there. And you just need to use your heart to guide you, your heart light to guide you. I hope that helps. Thanks for being with us, sweetie. Oh, thank you, Deanna. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Ah, Jackie. Nice to have you. Ah, this is a nice card too. Communicate with spirit. I love the spiral and the movement and all of the blue energy. And so what I'm sensing for you is that um you know, opening up the ways you communicate with spirit. I don't know you know how you do that, whether you pray, you do mantras, you do meditation, um if you do automatic writing, um but it's inviting you to do more of it or try some different ways to do it. I keep seeing the automatic writing in particular. Um, and, you know, communicating with spirit doesn't have to be about us always asking for something. It can be a two-way a two-way street. Sometimes I ask spirit a question and wait for the response to come in, and in that way you're having a conversation. Um, and those conversations can be really deep and insightful. And that can expand how you communicate. And maybe it's communicating with spirit when you're doing everyday things, like driving your car or getting a parking space, or asking for clear traffic so you can get to where you need to go safely. Um, there are all different ways we can do that. And maybe it's doing a ritual like saging after you're done with work to just release and cleanse all that energy off of you, and you're asking spirit to help cleanse you so that you can step into your house free of all of the work energy and just be Jackie at home. There's so many different ways to do that. So it's asking that, it seems like spirit is right here ready to do lots of communicating with you. They're chomping at the bit. So maybe make some more room or some more space, or try some different ways to do it. And everybody needs to refresh their practice of communicating with spirit, because there's more than one way to do it. And maybe a new way, or trying an old way you haven't done in a while, maybe that's just what you need, um, to get that spark and that flow going again. So yeah, step into that. Again, another message we all needed. So thank you, Jackie. Glad you were here this evening. You're very welcome, Julie. Glad you were here. Oh, hello. One of my favorite people. All right. Oh, great message. Your card is clear the vessel. She's got a lot of Ariel energy in her. I like that. So clear the vessel is really about um, releasing anything that you've been holding on to. I mean, you've been clearing your vessel in the physical realm, with your sobriety, and I'm very proud of you about that. And but also clearing the vessel is clearing out any emotional garbage we're carrying. Sometimes we hang on to things from our past and we just carry it around like bad luggage. And so it takes up energy, it takes up space, and it takes up some of our joy. So clearing the vessel can really be about, one, it can start by being a physical cleanse, watching what we're eating, watching what we're drinking, making sure we're exercising and getting plenty of sleep. But it also is about, what have I been holding on to that I don't need to anymore? And finding ways to release that, whether it's through like meditation, it's through healing, it's through acupuncture or massage or maybe therapy, or EFT tapping. There's the ways of clearing are almost endless, but it's inviting you to even dig deeper, because you've started it, and I know you already can feel the difference. And can you imagine like 10 times how good you feel now becoming your new norm, because you're that much cleaner and that much clearer, because it can be. And I look forward to that. And if you need help or suggestions, just let me know, because I'd be happy to be your guide or your mentor to help you with that. So thanks for joining us, Kevin. I'm glad you were here. Ah, Rob. Rob. All right. Last card of the night. This is a good one for all of us. Make mistakes. Yes, you read that correctly. Make mistakes. People are so worried about being perfect, being perfectionists, that we're too cautious. We don't try new things. We don't put ourselves out there because we're so afraid of making a mistake. And so the the energy with making mistakes is, like, you got to make them. That's how we learn. All of the great, medicines have been created because of a mistake, right? They had more mistakes than they didn't get it right the first time. Generally, they 80% of the time they're wrong. And they have to fine tune it and fine tune it until they get exactly what they want. And so there's some freedom in allowing yourself to make a mistake. You're a musician, if you had to play things absolutely perfectly the first time out, you'd never pick up your beautiful guitar, because there would be so much fear in your fingers and those strings and it wouldn't sing. So it's that letting go the fear of, yeah, you're going to make mistakes, because then you learn from them. And then you fine tune it and it gets better and it gets sweeter. And that's how we're meant to live our lives. And some of us have made more mistakes than others, because some of us need to learn the hard way, which is fine. Um, but I keep seeing, like, release the perfectionism. Nothing is perfect. Actually, everything is perfect. Even the imperfections are perfect. So, what if there wasn't a mistake? What if mistakes weren't really true? They're just different ways of experiencing life, right? And it may not be what you wanted, but you still got an experience out of it, right? So it doesn't have to be bad. So I'm seeing being a little more bold and being a little more carefree. And the theme of the day: don't listen to what everybody else thinks. What makes your heart sing? Do that, because we need that. So with that, you guys, this was a great night. I hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks for joining us. If you haven't subscribed and to our channel, please do, because then you'll know every time we go live, because we have more shows that are coming up soon. And follow us on our Facebook page, and Trinity Temple of Sacred Wisdom. And with that, guys, I'll see you next time. Bye for now.